Hello, my Capricorn and Capricorn rising friends, Sun Up from 4-Year Chi. We're here today to do your your monthly reading for January 2023. Welcome to the new year, and more importantly, happy birthday to the Capricorns out there. Well, what's fascinating about your reading is when I was shuffling, this card came flying out of the deck, and here it is again in your first house. Perfect timing. Now, what's even better about that is you pulled the universe, the 21st in the Major Arcana Tarot, the World card in traditional tarot. The world is your oyster at this time, Capricorn, especially in the first couple of days of January. If your birthday is December 31st, January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd, 4th, or 5th, this is your time. I was reminded when I looked at this message, when I first pulled it, and I'm meditating on your cards, about what Annie Botticelli says in her zodiac or astrological forecast videos. I've heard her say this before, and I've practiced this myself, and this has come true for me in the past. What she says, and she received the information from another astrologer, I forget the name, to write down 10 wishes on your birthday, or the day before your birthday or the day after. So there's like a 3-day window where you have something called a solar return, when there is extra magic that surrounds you at that time, that birthday time, which is where the original idea came from, to make a wish and blow out your candles. Well, there's something about the number 10, and I forget the reasoning behind it. It doesn't matter. Write down 10 wishes on your birthday or close to it, and then put the list away somewhere where you will recall it. I have a God box. I made a box, and it's a fabric box. I use fabric paint and painted in gold letters, the God box, and I put it in a certain place, and every year on my birthday or around there, I pull it out and I go through what I've wished for previously. And you would not believe what has come true out of those wish lists, so to speak. But it's important for you to forget about them after you write them down and go about your day. And I mean, let's face it, you are so busy that it will be very easy for you to forget about this. I promise you. But, I mean, it can't hurt, right? And it's free. And there's something about the now. There's something about this brand new year. And like I said, it could be because some of you have birthdays or in the first couple of days of January. Okay, your money. Let's check it out. Money, well, it could be better. You are examining it, where it's gone wrong in the past, and what you're going to do about it in the future. Let's not forget manifesting, but I love this card. No need to worry. Now, there's a similar message that comes up in your 6th house. We're going to get to that in just a minute. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but the Capricorn can be a worry wart. They are always thinking about what could go wrong. The glass is not half full, but it's rather empty. It's rather half empty because of the things that have gone wrong in the past. However, it's going to be important for you in this new year, and let's face it, this new world that we live in, to shift the mindset to a more elevated focus, because you are manifesting at a higher rate than ever before, Capricorn. Well, 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 what do we have here? So this is a Capricorn card. It is the Devil card. You pulled it twice in this reading. The first time it shows up is in your third house, house of brother or sister. And I can hear some of you now just laughing. Ha! Your brother or sister, perhaps you have teased them that they are the devil. Now, they could be another Capricorn. This could be a Capricorn brother, male Capricorn, someone you consider brother. This could be brother-in-law or stepbrother, something like that. But it could also be not necessarily a Capricorn. It could be someone who has fallen off the wagon and they go on a 3 or 10 or 30-day binger of drinking and or drugging. This could also be someone who has a different addiction, such as gambling, pornography, even workaholism can be an addiction. But the point here is that this person is very unbalanced. And they are acting out in ways that make you want to run for the hills, and you should. Okay? There's a timing card here that came with this, a year from now. So for some of you, this person who is acting a fool because of their actions, it's possible that it'll take an entire year for them to straighten themselves out. It's possible that something else could come to fruition in a year from now, that where they come back around here full circle. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is definitely not the time to, take someone in and let them sleep on your couch. Now, is that because you're not humanitarian? Absolutely not. It's because, well, I mean, it's up to you, right, Capricorn? I'm not here to tell you what to do. Do you want someone sleeping on your couch for 6 months? Because they're saying, hey, can I crash for a couple of days or a month? And it turns out to be a year. You see what I'm saying? So be aware of that. Your fourth house, house of home, where you currently live. Well, you are manifesting, certainly. We were just talking about manifesting. This could also be true if this is not, maybe you want to move home, Capricorn. Maybe you want to sell your home and physically relocate somewhere else. And you are going to be planting the seeds, if that is the case. You're going to be planting the seeds to do that. However, there's going to be more work here in the manifestation required. So let's just go back to your first house. If moving is what you want, make sure you're putting that in your wish list. And let's try to bring that in sooner, because you did get unlikely here. So it's going to take more work, more effort, and more time to get where you want to be here with your home. Now, it's possible that maybe you want to change something about your home. So if that's the case, put that in your wish list. Don't forget, okay? If this is not talking about a change with your home, if you're saying that you're absolutely fine and content with where you live and all of that, this could be talking about a change that your father or father figure wants to make in his life. And he's going to need to plant those seeds and tend to them in order to fix that. I feel like I'm really carrying on in your reading, and that's probably because I am, but it's okay. It's your birthday. You deserve it. You work the hardest anyway. Fifth house, house of social work, fun, friendship circles, dating life, for those of you single Capricorns. Well, obstacles and challenges. It's not going as smoothly as what you would like, Capricorn, especially if you're invited to any social events, parties, functions. You may actually choose to stay home in the month of January. You may not even be in the mood. And I would encourage you actually to stay home, because you don't want any more drama than is necessary. I mean, life is already so dramatic as it is in this world that we live in, let's face it. So the less drama, the better. You may actually, if you're single, it may not be going so well on the hunt for a partner. Choose a new direction. So there's a new person, or there's a new group of people. Perhaps you've been hanging around with the wrong people for you. The people that you've been hanging around is not for you. You may actually be deleting more people off social media, or you may be taking yourself off social media in certain platforms, and apparently that's okay, because this is kind of like the collective reading that I just got done recording. You are needed somewhere else. Your energy is required somewhere else than where it is, in a new place. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about in your 6th house, and how this message is kind of echoing the 2nd house. Your 6th house, remember, is work and health, emotional loss. So this card says that you feel like something is missing with work. Of course, this could also be your health department, because it does rule the 6th house. But I feel like for most of you, it's talking about work. You did pull abundance. Now, the Sagittarius, I think it was, pulled a similar message in December. It could be that you were feeling a little under the weather, and that starts to straighten itself out, or maybe you've straightened it out because you've received the proper medical treatment, fix for it. And so therefore you are bringing in more abundance here. But clearly you feel like you are not whole. That is the problem. So if you feel like you are not whole in some aspect of your body or your job, you are going to want to get to the bottom of this and fix it, whether that's seeking out different medical opinion or advice. This could also be seeking out a therapist or a counselor of sorts. Or this could, for some of you, this could be missing someone at work, or missing something that used to occur at your job that no longer occurs. You are clearly concerned about it. I pulled an extra card for you for your birthday out of the Archangel Raphael deck. Give us your cares. So this reminds me of a Capricorn card here. The bottom of this card says, "Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in this situation." So release your cares is kind of like let go and let God, but then wait for the answer. Now the answer might be that you overhear someone talking about how great their specialist is, their doctor, and so you call them and make an appointment. But this could also be that you are fussing over something in your 6th house of work and health, that you are actually pushing away the answer because of your concern regarding it. And because you're concerned, like Capricornian concern, you're actually pushing that which you want away. Remember what we pulled in the 2nd house? No need to worry. the let go and let God message. It echoes 6th house, 2nd house to me in this reading. Okay. Now moving on. I wanted to look at your tarot cards of who's showing up in the 7th house for your extended reading. This is going to be on Patreon. The description box will be below, contained below. Of course, we pulled the Devil card. Second time this card came up in this reading. That is another Capricorn. We pulled the 4 of Cups. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. We also pulled the Magician. I would say heavy Scorpio on this. But remember, I also read that this card contains all of the elements, which are all 12 signs of the zodiac. I cannot rule any zodiac sign out, unfortunately for you, in your love category. But if you'd like to join me in the description box below for the extended reading on Patreon, we're going to be going over your houses 7 through 12, which encompasses, of course, your love life, your romantic relationship, your business partnership, your 8th house of intimacy, taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income, if that applies to you. Your 8th house, which rules your, 9th house, which rules your travel and school. 10th house rules career and the mother. 10th house, your child or your best friend. And the 12th house, which is the future card. It's what's about to happen in the month of April already. 3 months from now. Many blessings, Capricorn. See you next time.